Hey guys, I'm CT with Blue Ridge Overland Gear. Today I'm gonna show you our tire storage bag and its slightly larger cousin, the Tire Storage Bag XL. We have had people take them all around the world in all kinds of conditions. They absolutely love them.
If everybody doesn't have one of these, you need to buy one. And that's not just because it comes from Blue Ridge Overland Gear. You need one because you need to pick up your crap.
And then we have the ever venerable Blue Ridge Overland Gear XL tire bag. This is literally 3 years old in the Florida sun. This thing is still dead reliable. Not like it matters if you have an issue. It is a lifetime warranty, so life is great.
I'm gonna give you the features of both, and then I'm gonna show you how to install it on a tire right here. Starting off with the regular tire storage bag. Now it's made from VCP vinyl coated polyester. What does that mean? That is a truck tarp. If you've ever seen an 18-wheeler truck driving down the road and the tarps that they use to cover their gear, that's what this is made of. It is UV stable, meaning it's gonna last really, really well out in the sun for years at a time. And it's waterproof, takes a ton of wear, just does really, really high quality material. Next, you've got 2-inch webbing that runs all the way down, all the way around the whole thing to support the weight when it's mounted. This is all mil-spec webbing. Then there's a 1-inch piece of webbing bar tacked to that. And that gives you these sort of ladder rungs all the way down that lets you mount the bag to the tire, lets you mount things to the bag, that kind of thing. The hardware is by ITW. They are a military manufacturer of hardware. Again, very UV stable, out in the sun for years. We have a patch of Velcro up here that you can use to put pouches on. That's just for morale, or if you just want to put trash ID panel on there, whatever you want. And then our leather logo. Flipping it around to the back, you can see that webbing is continuous all the way through, so all the weight of the trash that you have in this bag is supported by the webbing, not just fabric. So the Tire Storage Bag XL, same basic construction, just bigger in every dimension. It's wider in this way, and it's about twice as deep in this direction. Now it adds a pocket here at the bottom, so if you wanna keep some gloves in there or trash bags, there you go. Then it also adds this paracord cinch down the side. So if you're running it empty for a while or just with not as much stuff in there, you can just cinch it in tighter so it's not just flapping around in the wind. On the front, we have a pocket down here. And this guy also features a little drain hole grommet at the bottom. So now let me run through how to mount it on the tire. When you go to our website, you'll have the option to choose this mounting kit for up to a 33-inch tire, which I believe this is a 32, or the larger size up to a 37-inch tire. So what comes included? First, you have 2 main straps, 1 safety strap, 2 carabiners, and 2 grim locks. So first thing, grab one of the main straps. This is a 2-inch strap with 1-inch webbing bar tacked to it. On one end, you've got a cam buckle and a loop, and the other one is the free end that you weave through. So make the cam buckle go towards the back. This would be towards the vehicle side if it's mounted on a swing out or a tailgate or something like that. Take our free end, go straight through the front, and we're gonna fish it through the loop here in the back. Pull down a bit, and that starts to create that grip around the top zone of this tire. Next, we're gonna take our free end, we're gonna fish back through to the front, come around the bottom, come up the back, and this time fish it into the cam buckle. Pull it a little bit snug, but don't get it super tight yet. We want to leave a little bit of room to adjust it top and bottom, and also to fit our carabiners in when we mount our bag. So now I'm gonna do the same thing with the other strap. Every tire is different, so you're gonna see different holes in different places. Thankfully, this part is pretty forgiving, so you can just find a place to fish it through. When you're laying out the top zone and the bottom zone, make sure that this 1-inch strap is facing to the outside. You don't want that to the inside, because that's what we're gonna clip our hardware to mount our bag. Next thing that we're gonna wanna do is attach our carabiners, because these can be a little harder to fit in after we've tightened these up. So first thing we're gonna wanna do is attach a carabiner on one side and then flip it over. Don't attach the carabiner way up high, because then it's gonna hang off like this, and the carabiner's not gonna load properly. That's not how carabiners are designed. They really wanna be hanging straight down like this, not like pushed in the middle or anything like that. Also, this is gonna keep the latch from getting sprung open on you by accident. Next, what we have are these grim locks. Now, you might be wondering, hey, that looks like a rinky-dinky little piece of plastic. What is that doing on a trash storage device? Well, the reason is these don't actually support any weight. All that they do is keep the bottom from bouncing a little bit all of the weight is got to be carried by these carabiners up at the top. So I'm going to take my 2 Grimlocks and attach them down at the bottom. You can get a little fancy here and weave them through the webbing so that they're captive and they stay put. So now we have all of our hardware attached. The next thing to do is get our final fit and placement before we tighten up these straps. At this point, we can adjust these straps in and out a little bit. Maybe our tire rotates a little bit, get it clocked just where we want to. And really what we're looking for is getting these straps to line up more or less with the straps on our bag. The straps on the little guy are a little closer together than the placement on the wider guy. You can see those are spread a little bit further apart. So looking at this, I think I want to bring my straps in a little bit. I'm going to make sure these are extra loose on the back and just sort of gently work these in towards the bottom as well. And that's looking pretty good right there. Now we have everything placed, so we can start tightening it up. The first thing we want to do is tighten up this top zone. And we do that just by pulling on this, which, because the top is a cinch, that's going to tighten up this top zone. Then we can pull that excess around the back and tighten the cam buckle for that side. Same thing on the right side. I can just pull excess on the front. That's going to tighten up the top cinch, bring slack around the back, pull it through the cam buckle. All right, let's mount a bag. Now, the height of your bag may not map perfectly to your tire. That's okay. You can have a little bit of excess sticking above the carabiners, a little bit of excess hanging below the tire. This is really dealer's choice for how you would like to mount it. Just remember, if you go up too high, the top will flop down, and if you go way too low, you might just be dragging on the ground. So I'm gonna mount my carabiners about 2 rungs down from the top. Again, the carabiners hold all of the weight. And then I just attach the little Grimlocks at the bottom. And that's just gonna keep the whole thing from flapping, bouncing, or like twisting too much if we're off camber. Now the final piece is the safety strap. This strap's job is to wrap around the tire, the bag, and the whole shebang and just tighten the whole thing up just so that it's really secure. I'm gonna run it through the straps on the front and around just like that. We see the safety strap used more often with the really big bag because it's got a lot more shifting around. So the mounting process is exactly the same for the bigger one. You just have a different index for where these straps go. You might mount it at a slightly different height depending on your tire. And that safety strap is big enough to go around the larger bag as well. So there you have it, our tire storage bag and the tire storage bag XL and how to mount them. You can find both of these awesome bags at BlueRidgeOverlandGear.com.